Hello, lovely world. So I decided to make another video. I don't know if I'm going to upload the first video I filmed today, but I thought I'd just, film another video because I just received, I'm not saying I just received this news. Earlier today, they announced 2 more matches for WrestleMania. Now, look, I know a lot of you aren't wrestling fans like I am. I know probably none of you are wrestling WWE fans like I am. I used to be, I grew up in the age where, NWO was a thing. The New World Order was a whole thing with Hulk Hogan and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. I mean, that was, and then you got D-Generation X that was happening that time too with, the Road Dogs, Billy Gunn, and, I can't remember the other guy. And then there was X-Pac and Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And I mean, there's just so many amazing characters in that group over the years. And the Attitude Era was pretty good too. I mean, you had John Cena, you had Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and a bunch of other guys that came out of the OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, that went on to become great superstars over their careers. I mean, you don't really see, Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton are still in wrestling, but they're not as big as factors as they were when they first started 18 years ago. And there's just so many other great wrestlers that have come up over the years that are amazing. I know not everyone knows who Seth Rollins is, or who Becky Lynch is, or Alexa Bliss, or any of these new superstars like Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles, and Dolph Ziggler, and you probably have no idea who I'm talking about. But earlier today, they announced 2 more matches for WrestleMania 36 this year. It's going to be John Cena versus Elias. I don't know what style of match is going to be. And then they said it was going to be Undertaker versus AJ Styles. Now there were rumors that there was going to be an Randy Orton versus Edge match at WrestleMania this year. So the card is becoming a little bit more stacked every single week. Even though WrestleMania is not for another couple months. The first match that was announced is Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. Now there is a pay-per-view coming up on the 27th of this month, which is 11 days from now, and that pay-per-view is called Super Showdown. And there's a couple matches on the card so far right now. It's Brock Lesnar versus Ricochet, Asuka versus Becky Lynch, I think. I could be wrong. And then there's Bray Wyatt, The Fiend versus Goldberg. And there might be a couple more matches that I'm forgetting about that are going to happen next week. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it next week because of the fact that, I might have to do something very important in Sacramento that I can't disclose in this video, but if I don't have to do that, I will be watching it on next Thursday, or not next Thursday, in 11 days from now. But if I have to, I probably won't watch until Saturday night or early Sunday morning, if I get up early enough. I don't know if they're going to call me in or what's going to happen. I'm just saying that I might not be able to watch it on that Thursday because I might have something else I have to be doing. And I'm going to be doing a review on Fantasy Island, the movie that just was released on Valentine's Day in theaters, and I went and saw it yesterday. I'm not gonna go into a review until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I might go see Sonic the Hedgehog next week. and we'll see. Now, what I talked about wrestling a little bit. I know I've said this in the past, but I really do want to go to WrestleMania next year. Now, if that does not happen next year, I want to start saving my money up and go to New York for my 40th birthday. Now, hear me out here. That gives me 9 years to save as much money as I possibly can. Now, I know that's going to a lot of movies, and I know I could get a job and make it easier on me to go to New York by, working for money and stuff like that. There's also Patreon that I have. I know you guys don't really know what that is or understand it yet, but I do leave a link in the description down below of my Patreon account. There's like so many there's like 5 tiers. I have one that's $1, I have one that's $5, I have one that's $25, I have one that's $100 or something like that. And if you're interested, go check it out. I know you guys don't get anything in return for these things, but the fact of the matter is that the $1 tier, I know I haven't, been telling you about the 2 people who've already donated to the shoutouts. I think one of them is named Error13 something, and then one of them is Snow something, I believe. I'd have to go look at it on my laptop. But the $1 tier is shoutouts on YouTube and on Patreon. And the other ones I'm not 100% sure. One of them was for like getting a new laptop, and one of them was for birthdays, I think. I'd have to go and look. Not right. I don't have it up right now, but it's a good thing to have because creators do that. I don't want to make money on YouTube. I don't, really care about making a whole lot of money. I mean, sure, I'd like to have some money, but it's just not in the cards for me right now. And I hope you guys all understand. Maybe someday I'll get a job. I just don't know when that someday is going to be. But it's just not in the cards for me right at this time, this time right now. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that there's 2 new matches for WrestleMania this year. And what else is going to happen? And I just wanted to let you guys know, I may not be as big as a fan as I was in the 90s and early 2000s, but I still watch it I still watch the pay-per-views from time to time. And that's what you guys should take away. I know, John Cena went on to do Hollywood stuff, and a lot of superstars are doing Hollywood things now. Like Dwayne Johnson, he was a wrestler for a good, 15, 20 years, and then he went to Hollywood. The Miz is still around, and he still does some Hollywood stuff, but, and John Cena is doing Hollywood stuff now. You don't really see him on WWE anymore. And, Roman Reigns has done a couple movies, and he's starting to go a little bit, going to Hollywood and doing movies lately. And there's other superstars that are just doing more movies now than they were before, and less doing wrestling. And I know everyone says wrestling is fake and wrestling is staged and all this stuff, and I know that it is. I'm just saying, I still appreciate it. I just don't watch it as much. I don't watch Monday Night Raw as much anymore, or Friday Night SmackDown, because that's what it is now again. And the only things I really watch are the pay-per-views, if I'm going to watch anything. I mean, from time to time, I will watch a Monday Night Raw, or I will watch a SmackDown, but not really a whole lot, things like that. I mean, I will check out the highlights from time to time, but it's just what's the point? But I will be watching WrestleMania this year, whatever matches are going to take place this year, and we'll see. Braun Strowman won his first singles competition title, and I don't know how long he's going to keep it, but he did win it. He won the Intercontinental title, And what else? I think that's it for right now. Just wanted to give you kind of an update on what's happening for WrestleMania this year, and hopefully I can go next year. If I can't, then I'm going to save my money for New York for my 40th, which is still 9 years away. So, with that being said, I will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing 2020. Have an amazing birthday, whatever age you're celebrating this year. You all know the drill. Keep it real. Bye-bye.